Have you ever looked closely at a world map? It seems so definitive, doesn't it? Solid lines divide countries and little stars mark their capitals. We learn them in school and see them in the news. Cities like Paris, London, and Tokyo are instantly recognizable. They represent the heart of a nation, its political center, and its cultural soul. But what if I told you that the map isn't as straightforward as it appears? What if some of those stars and borders tell a much more complicated, hidden story? A story of struggle, identity, and resilience that you won't find in most textbooks. Beyond the familiar names and clearly drawn boundaries, there exists another layer of our world. A capital city is so much more than just a pin on a map. It is the beating heart of a nation's identity. Think of the grand boulevards of Paris or the historic monuments of Rome. These cities instantly evoke a sense of culture, history, and national pride. They are centers of power, commerce, and art. The world looks to these capitals as a reflection of the entire country. They are where treaties are signed, where history-making speeches are given, and where the collective memory of a people is preserved in museums and memorials. For the capitals we are about to explore, this role is even more significant and carries a much heavier weight. When a nation's very existence is debated, its capital becomes a powerful statement. Our journey begins in East Asia, on an island humming with incredible energy and innovation. Welcome to Taiwan and its bustling capital, Taipei. To understand Taipei, you must first understand the island's complex history. For centuries, it was known as Formosa, meaning beautiful island, a name given by Portuguese sailors. The modern chapter of Taipei's story began after the Chinese Civil War in 1949. The defeated government of the Republic of China, led by Chiang Kai-shek, retreated to Taiwan. Walking through Taipei today, you are immediately struck by this blend of history and forward-thinking ambition. Ancient temples with ornate sloping roofs stand proudly in the shadows of gleaming skyscrapers. One of the first things you'll notice in Taipei is a landmark that defines its skyline, Taipei 101. For a time, it was the tallest building in the world, and it remains an incredible feat of engineering and design. But Taipei's heart and soul are truly found at street level, especially after the sun goes down. The city is famous for its incredible night markets, and they are an absolute feast for the senses. Taiwanese cuisine is a universe of its own, and Taipei is its delicious epicenter. You must try the world-famous beef noodle soup, a rich, savory broth with tender chunks of beef and chewy noodles. Beyond the food and the skyscrapers, Taipei is a city of quiet traditions and profound culture. You can spend a peaceful morning at the Longshan Temple, one of the city's oldest and most revered places of worship. Our next destination takes us from the humid subtropical climate of East Asia to the stark, windswept beauty of the North African desert. We are heading to El-Aaiún, the largest city in the disputed territory of Western Sahara. The story of Western Sahara is one of colonialism, conflict, and an ongoing quest for self-determination that remains unresolved to this day. Situated on the edge of the vast Sahara Desert, El-Aaiún's very existence is a testament to human tenacity in one of the world's most arid regions, a landscape of endless sand and sky. The turning point came in 1975 when Spain, under pressure, agreed to withdraw from the territory. As Spain left, a power vacuum emerged, and two neighboring countries, Morocco and Mauritania, moved in to claim the land. Exploring El-Aaiún offers a unique glimpse into a culture shaped by both Sahrawi heritage and modern Moroccan influence. The city is a blend of old and new. The culture of El-Aaiún is deeply rooted in the traditions of the Sahrawi people. Hospitality is paramount, and the ritual of tea is at the center of all social interaction. When it comes to cuisine, the food in El-Aaiún reflects its unique geography and cultural mix. Camel meat is a traditional delicacy, often slow-cooked in a tagine until it is incredibly tender. The city is also close to the Atlantic coast, and the nearby El-Aaiún beach offers a refreshing escape from the inland heat. This proximity to the sea adds another layer to the city's identity. Our next stop on this journey takes us to one of the most historically significant and intensely contested regions on the planet. We are exploring the heart of the Palestinian territories. Unlike other places we've visited, Palestine has a unique situation with two cities at the core of its national aspirations, East Jerusalem and Ramallah. For Palestinians, Jerusalem, or Al-Quds as it is known in Arabic, is the eternal and indivisible capital of their state. This claim is rooted in centuries of history and deep religious significance. This has led to the rise of Ramallah as the administrative center of the Palestinian National Authority. Located just 10 miles north of Jerusalem, Ramallah has become the de facto capital. Walking through the ancient, narrow streets of East Jerusalem's Old City is like stepping back in time. The air is filled with the sounds of the call to prayer, the ringing of church bells, and the chatter of merchants in bustling souks. Palestinian cuisine is a celebration of the bountiful produce of the Levant, known for its fresh ingredients and bold flavors. A cornerstone of the food culture is the concept of mezi, a collection of small dishes meant for sharing among family and friends. In contrast, a visit to Ramallah presents a different, more modern face of Palestine. The city is vibrant and youthful, with a thriving arts and culture scene. From the sacred history of Jerusalem to the modern pulse of Ramallah, the soul of the Palestinian nation is one of profound resilience. It is a culture that has been preserved and passed down through generations. Our journey now takes us to the heart of the Balkans, a region of Europe with a long and often turbulent history. Here we find Pristina, the capital of Kosovo, one of the world's newest countries. For centuries, this land was part of larger empires from the Roman and Byzantine to the Serbian, and, for over 500 years, the Ottoman Empire. On February 17, 2008, Kosovo declared its independence from Serbia, and Pristina proudly became the capital of the newly formed republic. Today, Pristina is the political, economic, and cultural center of this young nation. It is a city in a constant state of transformation, visibly rebuilding and reinventing itself after years of hardship. The most iconic symbol of Pristina's new chapter is, without a doubt, the newborn monument. Unveiled on the very day Kosovo declared its independence, this simple yet powerful typographic sculpture has become the city's most famous landmark. Pristina's cityscape is a fascinating mix of different eras. You can see the legacy of the Ottoman period in the city's old quarter, with its charming cobblestone streets and historic mosques like the Imperial Mosque, built in the 15th century. The soul of Pristina is found in its vibrant cafe culture. The city is teeming with coffee shops, from traditional Turkish-style cafes to sleek, modern espresso bars. The cuisine of Kosovo is hearty, delicious, and deeply influenced by its Balkan and Ottoman heritage. A must-try dish is flica, a layered pancake-like creation that is painstakingly cooked over an open fire for hours. Our journey through the world's hidden capitals continues, taking us now to the Caucasus region, a mountainous crossroads of Europe and Asia, known for its incredible natural beauty and complex conflicts. Sukhumi, the capital of Abkhazia, sits gracefully on the shores of the Black Sea. Before the conflict, it was a beloved Soviet-era resort town, often called the Soviet Riviera. Today, the city presents a poignant and surreal picture. A short distance away, nestled high in the Caucasus Mountains, is Tskhinvali, the capital of South Ossetia. This is a much smaller and more remote city, a place that feels a world away from the coastal elegance of Sukhumi. From the Caucasus, we travel south to the warm, azure waters of the Mediterranean Sea, to the island of Cyprus. Here we find one of the world's most unique and visibly divided capitals, Nicosia. The city is shared by two communities, but it is split by a physical barrier. This division makes Nicosia the last divided capital in the world, a poignant symbol of a frozen conflict that has persisted for half a century. In the southern part of Nicosia, you're in the vibrant capital of the Republic of Cyprus. Crossing one of the pedestrian checkpoints into North Nicosia, or Lefkosa as it's called in Turkish, feels like stepping into another world. For our final stop on this tour of notable but contested capitals, we journey to Eastern Europe, to a narrow strip of land sandwiched between Moldova and Ukraine. Here we find the breakaway region of Transnistria and its capital, Tiraspol. A visit to Tiraspol is often described as taking a trip back in time to the USSR. The city is a living museum of Soviet-era symbolism and aesthetics. Despite its unusual political status and Soviet nostalgia, Tiraspol is a surprisingly modern and well-kept city. One of its most famous exports is Kvint, a distillery that produces high-quality brandy, which has won numerous international awards. Our global tour of disputed and partially recognized capitals has now come to an end. We have traveled from the modern metropolis of Taipei to the desert sands of El-Aaiún. We've felt the ancient sacred pulse of Jerusalem and the youthful energy of Pristina. Each city we visited has shown us that a capital is so much more than a star on a map or a seat of government. It is a living, breathing testament to a people's history, their struggles, their identity, and their unwavering hope for the future. These capitals challenge our simple understanding of the world. They remind us that the political lines drawn on our maps are not always as solid as they appear. They are often fluid, contested, and deeply emotional. Exploring these hidden histories is not about taking sides in complex political disputes. Instead, it is an exercise in empathy and curiosity. It is about looking beyond the headlines to see the human faces behind the stories. We hope this exploration has opened your eyes to a different side of our world. We hope it has sparked your curiosity and encouraged you to think more deeply about the places and people that make up our global family. The journey of discovery, however, does not have to end here. We encourage you to continue exploring, whether it's through documentaries like this one, through books, or even through your own travels if you have the opportunity. The more we learn about each other, the more we realize how interconnected we all are. Understanding the world in all its complexity is a lifelong adventure, and every new piece of knowledge makes our own world a little bit bigger and a little more interesting. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to help our educational channel. Until our next episode in Capitals of the World.